All right, welcome to This Explainer. I know exactly why you're here. You've got that dream, right? Hitting the open Texas road, windows down, you completely in control of the wheel. But, well, standing between you and that fresh driver's license is the Texas Written Test, also known as the Knowledge Test. It can feel a bit intimidating, but it really doesn't have to be. Today, we're going to completely demystify this whole process. We're taking the comprehensive 10-step preparation guide and breaking it down into a clear visual roadmap to help you conquer this test with total confidence.
So, here's our roadmap for this explainer. We're going to cover 1. The Texas test overview, 2. Mastering signs and signals, 3. Learning the driving rules, 4. Mock tests and paperwork, 5. Conquering test day, and 6. Avoiding common mistakes.
Part 1. The Texas Test Overview. Okay, so laying the foundation really comes down to 3 initial steps. Step 1. You've got to understand what this test actually is. It's basically a check on your grasp of Texas traffic laws, road signs, signals, right-of-way, and just general safe driving practices. Step 2. Check your eligibility. You literally have to take this if you're applying for your very first Texas driver license, a learner license, or, if the Texas DPS specifically asks you to. And Step 3? This one is the holy grail. Study the Texas Driver Handbook. Seriously, you absolutely have to read it.
And just to expand on that third step for a second, you really can't just skim this handbook. You've got to read all the chapters carefully. The test pulls directly from this text, meaning you need to be super familiar with critical, life-saving topics. We're talking defensive driving, the strictly enforced alcohol and drug laws, plus all those specific regulations around school buses, railroad crossings, and parking rules. Master the handbook, and I promise you're already halfway there.
Part 2. Mastering signs and signals.
All right, step 4 breaks down into 3 distinct road sign categories that you just have to memorize. First up, regulatory signs. Think stop, yield, and speed limit signs. These guys tell you the law. Second, warning signs. These prepare you for what's coming up ahead, like a curve ahead, a school crossing, or slippery when wet. And third, guide signs, which are super helpful for navigating. They point out highways, exits, hospitals, and airports. You need to know the difference between all 3 of these, basically instinctively.
Moving on to step 5, this one is all about traffic signals. Now, it's not just about knowing that red means stop and green means go. You really need to understand the precise meaning of standard red, yellow, and green lights. But on top of that, you absolutely must know how to respond safely to a flashing red light versus a flashing yellow light. The test is definitely going to check if you know exactly how to react to those specific variations.
Part 3. Learning the driving rules.
Look, if there is one single concept you need to laser focus on, it's this definition right here, right-of-way. These are the rules that determine who has the legal right to proceed first in all sorts of different traffic situations. And learning this, it isn't just a box to check so you can pass the test. It is literally the system that keeps you and everyone else alive and crash-free out there on Texas highways. You've really got to practice and internalize these scenarios.
Beyond right-of-way, Step 6 lists a handful of other key driving rules you need to get down cold. The handbook heavily tests your knowledge of speed limits, the safe way to execute lane changes, all the detailed parking rules, and mandatory seatbelt laws. Crucially, you also have to know how to safely share the road with vulnerable groups, like pedestrians, cyclists, motorcyclists, and of course, those massive commercial trucks. Getting this stuff down breeds absolute confidence.
Part 4. Mock tests and paperwork.
Okay, that brings us to step 7 and 8 of the guide. Step 7 is all about mock tests, and the name of the game here is repetition. You've got to take multiple practice tests, rigorously review the mistakes you make, and then do it all over again. You just keep doing this until you're consistently hitting high scores. And once those scores are looking solid, then you move to step 8, which is getting all your official DPS documents prepared.
Let's take a closer look at those documents, because honestly, there's nothing worse than showing up to the office and getting turned away. For Step 8, you absolutely must bring strict proof of identity, a social security document, your Texas residency documents, and a driver education certificate. Now, if you already hold a learner license, bring that too, along with any other paperwork the DPS requires. Trust me, gathering this whole shebang in advance completely eliminates a massive headache for new drivers.
Part 5. Conquering test day.
So, Step 9 outlines your actual test day timeline. First things first, get there 15 to 30 minutes early, carrying all those required documents we literally just talked about. Second, manage the nerves. Stay calm, read every single question carefully, and pick the best answer. Seriously, do not rush. Then, step 10 is what happens after the test. If you pass, awesome, you move right on to the next licensing step. But hey, if you don't pass, it's really not the end of the world. Just review your mistakes, hit the books again, and retake the test following the Texas DPS rules.
Part 6. Avoiding common mistakes.
You know, the difference between passing and failing really just comes down to preparation. The most common mistakes trip people up all the time. Rushing through the questions, misunderstanding those vital right-of-way rules we emphasized earlier, or just failing to study the road signs. To guarantee success on your end, take practice tests regularly, get plenty of rest the night before the exam, and really focus heavily on those traffic laws.
So, the most crucial takeaway here is summarized perfectly by the Source Guide's ultimate advice. You need to study the driver handbook not just once, but several times. You need to practice mock tests regularly, and above all, you need to stay confident. Because confidence, it doesn't come from just guessing. It comes from exactly this kind of relentless, structured preparation.
We've covered the steps, the rules, the signs, and the strategies. The roadmap is laid out right in front of you. The only thing left to do now is actually put in the work. So, are you going to just keep dreaming about that open road, or are you ready to crack open the handbook, absolutely conquer this knowledge test, and finally take the wheel?